All right, let's break down one of the most common exam questions you're probably going to face. Now, it seems super simple on the surface, but trust me, there's a secret structure to getting a top tier score. So let's crack that code together. So here it is, the question. Describe a personal goal you want to achieve. Take a second and think. How would you answer that right now? Maybe you're thinking about a career move, learning a new language, maybe a fitness goal. It's a classic question for a really good reason. And that is the catch, right? Just naming a goal, that's not going to be enough. To really stand out and get that top score, your answer needs a rock-solid foundation. You need a framework that shows not just what you want to do, but why it's so important to you and how you're actually going to get there.
And that's exactly what we're going to build right now. We call it the Band 9 Blueprint. It's a really simple 4-part framework that's designed to take your answer from just, good to absolutely outstanding.
Here's our roadmap. It's just 4 logical steps. First, you're going to start with a really clear intro. Second, you'll get into your plans and what's motivating you. Third, you'll add some concrete examples to make it all feel real. And finally, you'll show the long-term impact. Let's walk through each one. All right, let's start kicking things off with part 1, the introduction. This is your first impression, so you want to make it count. The way to do that is by being direct and confident right from the get-go. The key here is just clarity. Seriously, don't waste time beating around the bush. Just jump right in. For example, a personal goal I want to achieve is to become certified in project management. See? It's simple, it's direct, and it sets a super clear path for the rest of your answer. Okay, now for part 2. This is where you really start to add some depth. It's not just about what you want to do, it's about the engine behind it all, the how and the why. So this part needs 2 essential ingredients. On one side, you've got your practical plans, the what. So for instance, I plan to enroll in an online course. But then, on the other side, you have your motivation, the why. Something like, this is really important to me because I want to lead more complex projects in my field. Connecting those 2 things is what makes your answer so compelling. Next up, part 3. This is where your goal stops being just an abstract idea and becomes a tangible reality. And this is all about the power of using specific examples. So why 3, or, at least 2 to 3? Well, because 1 example is just a statement, right? But 2 or 3, that creates a pattern. It shows you've genuinely thought this through. You could mention a specific online course you're looking at, a mentor you're planning to connect with, or even a small project you'll start just to practice your new skills. It makes your whole plan believable. And that brings us to our final step, part 4. This is your grand finale. You've already laid out the what, the how, and the why. So now it's time to show the bigger picture, the long-term impact. I want you to think beyond just the immediate achievement. How is this goal going to change who you are or what you do in, say, 5 or even 10 years? This isn't just about getting a certificate. It's about what that certificate unlocks for your future. This is your chance to show real ambition and foresight. Okay, so now you have this structure. It's solid, it's logical, it's comprehensive. But if you want to elevate it even further, you need the secret sauce. And that really comes down to a few powerful vocabulary choices. Just look at these 3 words: milestone, long-term vision, and transformative. Sprinkling these into your answer at just the right moments, it shows a much higher level of proficiency and a deeper understanding of what you're talking about. Let's see how they work. See that? Using the word milestone here is so smart. It frames the achievement not as some final endpoint, but as a key marker on a much longer journey. It's a really powerful word that signals both progress and ambition. Next up, long-term vision. This is the perfect phrase to introduce the impact section of your answer we just talked about. It immediately shows the examiner that you have a clear plan for what comes next. And finally, transformative. Wow, this word really packs a punch. It suggests a fundamental change, that this goal is going to reshape not just your professional identity, but your personal growth too. You should use it to summarize the ultimate impact of your goal. Okay, let's put it all together now. We've got the introduction, the plans, the examples, and the impact, and we've sprinkled in our advanced vocabulary. Here is the complete winning framework. Here it is, your cheat sheet, really. Each component has a crystal clear purpose and some key language to help get you started. Following this structure all the way from that direct introduction to the long-term impact ensures your answer is complete, compelling, and totally memorable.
This is the framework that gets you that top score. So now it's your turn. Don't just save this framework, actually use it. Think of a goal, any goal, and try to describe it using these 4 steps. I promise, the more you practice, the more natural it's all going to feel. So what's the first goal you're going to practice?